Alright everybody, hello, how's it going? Road Diversity here. We are back with another video. Gonna jump straight into it just because I don't I'll talk as this deck. I've played this deck numerous times. I think this is like my fourth, fifth video with this deck. I think I want to say fourth. Um so yeah, it's not much really to explain if you've seen any of the other ones. But if you are new and haven't seen this is a Garchomp EX Arcanin deck. The reason it's labeled 2 is because I think I had another version. I think this one, I like, anytime I like kind of just make edits to a deck, I'll just name it 2 or something. So I think that's why this one's named 2. But this one deck is very good, super strong. A deck that I was using last season, but the deck now, it does, and we always want to go first with this deck, to clarify. You always, because you want to set up your Gibble, you want to set up your Raulu, you want to set up your Pidgey, so you want to get set up really nice and steady. So here we can get set up pretty good here, and then we can even also funny enough Evo next turn. And actually looks like this is almost, if we don't get Ayuno here, we are in good shape. Because I can tell you to play right now is we can Irida. Okay, and oh my god, perfect. If he cannot set up another, hold on, let me see. And then Pidgey, if he cannot set up another Charmander, we are in like really good shape here. And we would just, essentially, we can even get rid of this Kibite. Not what I want to do, but we can. So in the turn here, if no Irida comes out, we are, I mean, not Irida, not Iuna. So essentially, what we would do, oh, he's gonna call a family. That would actually suck for us. Let me see. Let's see who he call. If he calls out, yeah, well, I was gonna say, if he does that, I kind of want to just, oh, good. Now, we don't even got an Ultra Ball here. We don't even have the Ultra Ball here. That's perfect. One thing I don't like, I just hope that he cannot, one thing I really don't like here, I don't like that I can't set up anything else right now. Well, in theory, we could. So we couldn't ask for a better turn here. Yeah. Now it's just, I just kind of wish we could have gotten rid of Pidgey here, just cause if we could have just switched out normally, yeah, if we had a switch there, that would have been great, because the Charmanders are there. If he gets a Pidgey out, if he gets Pidgeotto, then we're kind of in a bad spot. But I think we can still manage from here though. Another Charmander, cause I just don't wanna. Okay, looks like he doesn't. Oh, looks like huh. Jack's interesting here because he could. Okay, he could have a rare candy. Okay, awesome. It's kind of sketch. It's kind of sketch here. I'm just debating who to hit here. Not our other Raulu's in the dirt right now, which kind of sucks. Is in the prize pool. So we're just debating. Honestly, again, I don't really want to deal with a Pidgey right now. But I think this is the safer play than letting him get a Charizard out. Okay, they're good. Good. De-evolution sucks here. Which is fine. Are we doing a solid? No, he's resistant to it. Let's pull out. Oh God, we should have probably checked to see if we had another rare candy. Because if not, yep, we're in the dirt here. We don't necessarily need this switch. We can just retreat. I really want to use this switch though. Actually, I really want to keep. I kind of really want to keep that for next turn. And here, the play is here to get Lucario out so that we can just get one more Oko real quick. Watch this turn. Watch this. Watch after this we get which this is good to go ahead and discard quite a bit of energy here because we need this. We need the. Oh my God! I was gonna say I want that other rare candy. We have another rare candy hiding somewhere in the back. So just an unfortunate hand for him. We're not doing nothing too great. We just got lucky. I wouldn't say lucky, but we did manage to get set up here early. So oh good, okay. Yeah, that wasn't the best. That wasn't the brightest move. I'll tell him that. Oh, call a family. But you already have like. Oh, okay. We don't really care. We really don't care at this point of that. All right. We need energy. I'll just pull out the energy here. Play it safe. I could have Professor Research there. But I think this is the safe play. So just grab our little energy and we are finna roll. Let's do this and go ahead and set ourselves up for success. If he manages to pull out Garchomp next turn, I want to be able to OHKO it. If he in some way, form, or fashion is able to get out Garchomp, we one-shot him next turn. So he has to deal with us. Again, no need to do anything else. We just play it safe here. We could have went ahead and did a little. There's our other rare candy. We could have did a little prevision. Here, the thing with our deck, one thing I've noticed too is the de-evolution happens a lot. Like, I run into that a lot, and that's the one thing we have Gibble for. I'm sorry, we have Gabite for, is for that de-evolution card. One thing too is I sometimes want to get in. I can see myself a lot of times not respecting it, and it just being a wasted of a card. But I a lot of times want to carry Pidgeot, and a lot of times lately, guys, I don't know if I'm just, the decks I'm running to aren't like built around this, but I am truly not seeing a lot of I am really not seeing a lot of Giratina decks anymore. I'm not seeing a lot of I have Manaphy, but it's not for much use. I don't oftentimes have to use Manaphy. It seems like he's just there. So I feel like those two cards could definitely be subbed out for something else. I feel like yeah, so, or even just another Pidgey, just to kind of be more consistent with that. But yeah, other than that, like, the deck does well. Greninja's great when we can get him early, things like that. Especially if we're having a slow draw, things like that. So the deck, it can be tweaked. I think it's just like, I just have not had a demand for Manaphy or Jirachi. I just have not. It's just not what it. People just aren't using those type of cards anymore. So you don't see Sableye as much anymore. So, and I feel like, long as we pick tails, I just kind of spurly pick tails. I usually pick heads just because it seems to land on heads 80% of the time. But long as we go first, and we got a really wonderful hand here. Only negative. Well, actually, here's one good thing. We did get this net ball, so if we can get Greninja, we're in good shape. We just need Irida, or I really would like to see a buddy poofing next turn for sure, if I can get one somehow in the draw. If we can get Greninja, that would be awesome. As soon as I say I haven't seen a Giratina deck, look and behold, perfect. We did get the Greninja, so we have a ton of energy here to play around with. So, and you can't ask for a better draw than that. You cannot get a better draw. And what we're gonna do here is we're gonna guarantee that we get this Greninja up. Gibble. And one thing, I'm not even gonna attach energy, because he may somehow OHKO us next turn with what's his name. But this is, if we don't get Iuna, and if this is a Giratina deck, you typically do not get Iuna here. So I think we're set up like in prime position to really make some damage here. So let's see. He may get another Comfey out. That's fine. All right, perfect. No Iuna. That's all I wanted to see. But it looks like he may get the attack off. Here's what I'm assuming. And honestly, I see no reason not to Professor Researcher next turn, honestly. Well, here's one thing though, is if we go ahead and Greninja here, we may potentially get like an Irida or something like that, and that would set us up nicely too to get Pidgeot out. But when you get a start like this, you almost don't care about Pidgeot. And what item is that? The retreat cost Pokemon this Pokemon can test you is 30 less. Pokemon rank main health is less 30. It has no retreat cost. It's 1 less. Oh, that's less than 30. It's crazy. When would your Pokemon ever have that? I can see, I guess, a roaring soaring moon. Can't remember the name. Would kind of have that. So no Cramorant. That's what I was trying to think about earlier. Cramorant. Maybe no Cramorant here. What's the purpose of that energy? I don't know. Is he retreating here? Oh, the retreat. Yeah, of course. But he already retreated earlier. He just wasted that energy. That's funny. I'm like, you already retreated, so. If I don't take out that one, he's just stuck with energy on him the whole game. Again, options here, man. We have a ton of them. Let's go for it. There it is, Irida. Perfect. Yeah, give me that too. All right, man. So what we need here, we don't need much. One thing though, I should have definitely made sure to I should have made sure we had another rare candy, which is sometimes very rare. This deck for sure, yeah, we got all 4, so we're good. This deck for sure runs a de-evolution, but we are super fine with that right now. I have no concerns for a de-evolution at this point in time. And I'm just gonna go ahead and put Jirachi out there. And then we start mowing like yeah, we start mowing down. I should have gave Ryulu quite a bit of energy here just in case if a Giratina comes out. I kind of want to one-shot it in one turn. Yeah, if I see Giratina, I really want to kind of take it out here, but it's fine. Let's hope he doesn't have... We're not as concerned, I think, with Greninja right now, honestly, as we are Sableye. Sableye is more consistent late game. Like you can get multiple Sableyes off. You pretty much get one Greninja off, and that's it. Like he's not gonna. Let me see. Can he get a? Can he potentially get a? He could, but we're already super set up, so it wouldn't matter much here. This is one of the times I remember talking in my other videos. Arcanin V doesn't get much play. This is one of those times he would get quite a bit of play because we just got to get to a point where we're set up decently. And then this is why I needed more energy on. This is definitely why I needed more energy on top of. Oh, and he must have an Iron Hands back there too. Yeah, this is a very unique deck. Surprised he didn't go for to try to get out Iron Hands because that one shot's Garchomp, but he must. Yeah, but you need 3 energy with that. 3 electric energies, which his deck may not be running that many. Again, had we played this right, we could have went ahead and took out the Soaring Moon. But it's fine. It is fine. Well, honestly, actually, me saying that he may even be able to get an attack off here. Honestly, actually. He may be able to frenzy us this turn, actually. This deck looks like it has a lot going on. The only thing is, I guess that balances all of that out, is that you do have Chorus. What did he just do to us? Oh, yeah, I guess Pidgeot then. I was gonna say he could. So he could Greninja us, but we're fine. I think he could Greninja or Ryulu. That would kind of suck, but I think we're okay with that. And we went ahead and played Gibbite because of the potential de-evolution. I think that's kind of hiding around the corner. Another thing too is I should be more vocal with what my plan is. But the thing is, we specifically left Irida for a reason. If he de-evolutions us, that's the biggest weakness of this deck, and you kind of have to kind of play around that, making sure you're watching that. So if he's like, okay, I'm going to de-evolution this turn, fine, great. We really don't care too much because we can go ahead and get Pidgey back out, and then we can get Garchomp back out immediately. But that's also why we went ahead and played Gibbite, sorry. And so we can so we can get him up too. So for y'all information, the moment he attacks us, we're Ayuno him ASAP. So. Yep, go ahead. One, two, three, and we might just go ahead and play Arcanin V, honestly, next turn. Yeah, that's fine. The thing with Arcanin V is we need energy first. Okay, yeah, perfect. Yep. That was perfect then. Oops, I was gonna say I'm moving too quick. Sometimes I move too quick for the game and I'll freeze it because I already know exactly what I'm trying to do. Yep. This is the play. Disrupt him and then push on from there. So we're using him kind of just to hide behind a shield here. I've always said when it comes to this deck, once you get a substantial amount of energy and your hands laid out, I think he's a good card to rely on. He can hit. We're hitting for 210 now every turn with essentially no counters, and then he just essentially played the worst card he could right now, which was his Iron Hand. It's because we one-shot him, and we already have our boss order in hand. But the disruption we did last turn was more than enough to kind of keep us here. So you can't do too much. We're in pretty good shape, and this match is essentially over, I think, unless... Oh, I always forget that Amp You Very Much only takes... you only need one electric. That's kind of crazy. And he couldn't even... what card would he actually use that V on? Who in the back of the deck actually does that work on is what I'm kind of curious of. Okay, hold on. All right, I was doing a lot of movement while the game was concluding because I knew the winning play there, and I knew he couldn't stop us. Okay, so even at worst, say by some miraculous chance he managed to take out our Arcanin V, we don't care because why? We can just we can still hit him for 240 next turn with Lucario. So, well, the only issue with that Lucario play might have been how the heck are we finna get the energy. But one thing we could do, we could use Irida to grab our energy retrieve item. We could have did that and grabbed one out of this card. Use Lucario's ability, we would have had the 120. It does 240 to the Iron Hand. So
I catch all diseases in the world, so the world won't have no more diseases. You feel me?
So with that being said, he didn't have too much he could have done there. And once again, with this deck, one dangerous thing. See, here's the thing, and I love this about the deck because I remember every time you go against a Charizard deck, it's the same thing. Is Pidgeot. Pidgeot is so deadly. You cannot really stop it. You have no real answers for it. But when you see a Pidgeot, you have to ignore it. Unfortunately, the worst thing you can do is you have to ignore it because one, you have this big bulky Garchomp that can hit you for 320 in 2 turns. So every 2 turns, you're getting hit for 320 from Garchomp. So I mean, nothing's surviving that. Not many Pokemon are surviving that comfortably. And then even if you do, you're not one-shotting Garchomp. So it is a tricky situation. Very rare that I've seen anyone pull out Pidgeot. And because another thing too is, say even the Soaring Moon deck, right? Even that they do really, they could pull out Pidgeot and one-shot it. But the thing is, Garchomp comes and sweeps you next turn, and then Garchomp can just build from there. So here's the dilemma. If you get set up, there's not much they can do, because you have two options. You either have Pidgeot to fall on. So say, okay, they took out one of my Garchomps. Long as I have a Gibble already out that turn, I can just use Pidgeot Irida. Get an Irida out. We have another Garchomp ready to roll. If they take Pidgeot out, long as we got everyone we already need set up, it doesn't matter. Take Pidgeot out. We don't need it no more. We can just start steamrolling your team, raining attacks left and right. So, and don't let Arcanin V come out and you can't deal with him in one turn, because then he's doing like 250 every turn. So then, you know, everyone else is getting one shot as well. So that's one thing I don't like about the Iron Hands deck. The Iron Hands deck gives us a lot of trouble before we're set up, but if we get set up before Iron Hands comes out, boy, that deck is garbage to us. We one-shot Iron Hands for 2. He doesn't even get to attack. Things like that. So, yep, ladder. The ladder just kind of, I think, redid it. I don't even know if we're going to reach level 50 this season. It says 3 weeks. I don't know if that's for the battle pass or not, because that seems like not a lot of time. Even if I play every day, that doesn't seem like enough time for me to reach that. But I can try to get at least 2-3 games in a day, and I think maybe we can probably get there. As long as we can get our things every day, I think maybe. Because you can go up 1 level every day. What's 7 times 3? 21. Yeah, we'd have to play like every single day, and like, yeah, so anyways, I want to say that's it. I just wanted to get this quick game out while I was doing some chores. So games in. This deck, like I said, it does the Lord's work. It is simply with the feather ball. With the addition of the feather ball, the deck does a lot of good, because, like, okay, say you get the rare candy, you don't have to waste an Ultra Ball or use an Ultra Ball to pull out Garchomp or whoever. Long as you have that feather ball in a rare candy, you can pretty much get motion going with that too. So it is so many options. Or if you just straight up get the Garchomp in a rare candy, or Garchomp and Pidgeot in a rare candy, you can go from there. So it is so many ways I think that this deck can hit that makes it that much stronger. And it's such an underrated item in our deck, is that feather ball. I don't think it always gets the light of day, and it's an easy discard for our like Ultra Ball or something like that if we just straight up don't need it. So other than that, yeah, we've been doing really well with this deck, and I mean, like, we've been climbing the ladder left and right. We've been doing all type of stuff, so it's just glad to see that. And anyways, like I said, I hope you guys did enjoy this, man. Thumbs up, like, subscribe. I enjoy these Garchomp videos, and right now I'm just like not changing up, because it's just we've been winning. Go look at my last games. Go look at when I've lost. And then you can tell me this. Okay, and yes, this deck can have a bad hand, but let me tell you this: is say that that Charizard deck, we beat the Charizard deck before they could ever get set up. But you cannot tell me that if they did manage to get set up at some point, that we weren't going to be able to handle them. Now, another thing too is, what speaks more is, I think, how well you can get set up. I think a deck completely built on getting set up as rather than like trying to play late game decks. I think a deck that is completely built that every possible hand can get you set up, and us having 4 Buddy Poofins, we got 4, right? 4, that gives us so much momentum every opening hand if we can get just one of those. And we have 4 Iridas, Iuna for disruption, Professor Research. If we just have a scrappy hand, we can just whoop. But our hands are just never that bad. Trekking shoes, we could really get rid of these for more trekking shoes, and I think the deck would almost be complete at that point. Because then we always are able to try to pull out something. So yeah, I there's a lot of potential there, for sure. So yeah, give this deck a try, man, if you want. I think don't be fooled. I think I maybe make this deck look a little easier than it actually is, because I played a stupendous ton of Garchomp's decks, but yeah. If you guys did enjoy this, man, like I said, like, subscribe, comment. We're out, man. Rid Adversity. Peace.